Greetings in Jesus' name. I was just thinking as I read over today's lesson, looked at the memory verse, this is a great week for me to lead because I've been looking all week at the book of Acts where there are many of God's great activities happening, great things, God's doing things, and it's a big part of God's story when you read the book of Acts. So we're going to come back to that in a minute. I have here my charming assistant, Athena Rose McPhee, our granddaughter, and she's here. She's going to do a little song at the end. She's going to introduce her friend now. Athena, who do you have there?
It's Heather's wolf, and she said I could have it, and I named it Rockstar Heart.
Rockstar Heart, excellent.
And I had the heart from this.
All right.
From the bow tie.
That's right, that gave you the inspiration for the name. Excellent. And you're going to sing later something about what we've all been learning about here during the pandemic is not complaining. And so we'll link today's verse, and not arguing either. We'll link today's verse to that at the end. God bless you as you listen. Okay, we can sit back now, Athena, and we'll go from there. So we're talking about God's story today. You want to see a kind of a funny video about that later. But this is our movie, and it introduces everything. So, I've been reading about the Acts of the Apostles, Peter, Paul, Mary, Mary's son, John, the Apostle John, all those important people doing important things, talking in Jesus' name. And so the verse today says just this. As the apostles went out and told the gospel everywhere, they preached the gospel. Some people did accept Jesus. They did. And believed in his name. And to those, he gave the right to become children of God. That's our memory verse. You know that if you receive Christ and believe in his name, you have rights. You have a right to be called a child of God. Isn't that special and great and powerful? And I love that verse. It's a great assurance verse for our hearts that we can know that we are in God's heavenly kingdom. So when I thought about this great assurance verse, I asked the question, where is Jesus now? How would you answer that question? Where is Jesus now? We know he rose from the grave. We know he's in heaven, seated at the right hand of God. But I thought of another answer. Where's Jesus now? He's in my heart. There's some good news, I would think. So I think that God's story in the world is really linked. It's tied in with our story of salvation too, of becoming a child of God. I think it's wonderful. Beautiful. We do that together, right? As people of faith, loving God together. The other verse that comes to mind, for God so loved the world that he gave. And so that puts us all in the same family, doesn't it?
He gave his
sons and daughters.
Son.
Gave his only son, that whoever should believe in him would have everlasting life and not perish. That's right. Awesome. For God so loved. For God so loved. Put your own name in there, would you? For God so loved Danny, for example. For God so loved Jackson. For God so loved Kyle. For God so loved Gideon. Hey, you know your name. Plug it in there. For God so loved me, that he gave his only son. And now I can say, I believe I received Christ. I'm a child of God. I'm standing on that. And now, as we live our pandemic lives, so hard to be cheerful all the time, but Athena's really doing a great job on this. So here she goes with her song from the scriptures. Right? Together, Athena?
Mm-hmm.
Do
everything without complaining. Do everything without arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure children of God.
Lovely. Thank you. And God bless you as you live for Him.